Welcome to DataPencil.
Hello everyone, welcome back to our 50-day SQL practice challenge. Today it's our day 49 and we are going to solve few advanced queries, right? So let's quickly begin with our query 1. So here we basically have to find out our top 5 customers using CTE. Now here what is the role of the CTE? Firstly, let's check this. So what we can do, so using CTE, what expression we can extract, what table we can extract. So we simply can get a table, okay, and in that table there will be customer ID, customer name, as well as respective revenue, okay, customer wise revenue. When we have that CTE, then we can filter that CTE, okay, for top 5, correct? And we all know how to filter top 5. Firstly, we will arrange the CTE in descending manner, and then we will simply put the limit of 5. Easy. Now let's quickly begin and create a CTE firstly. So the name of this CTE will be customer revenue, okay? So let's write here with customer revenue. As we all know that to create the CTE, we have to start with customer revenue. As now here we will select all those columns that we want in this CTE, okay? So now let's select our column one by one, and this will be customer ID, customer name, and the last one is our revenue, okay, total revenue. But as we know that this column is not given directly, so for that we will apply some function on our payment amount column, and this is given in our payment table, okay? So p dot payment amount as total revenue, okay? Now these are our columns. So first is customer ID, customer name, then total revenue that we can get using some function on our payment amount column, okay? And these data are available in our clean customers table. So it is clean customers table C, as well as there is a need to join it with the clean orders table, okay? O. On what basis we can join it? So on C dot customer ID equals O dot customer ID, and there is also a need to join it with the clean payments table. Clean. Why there is a need to join all these 3 tables? I hope you are getting this point because I am not explaining it. It's a very basic thing. So we can join it on the basis of order ID. So O dot order ID, okay, equals p dot order ID, and we have to do the grouping, group by customer ID, because we are creating this CTE for the customer and their respective revenue. So to get the respective revenue means customer wise revenue, there is a need to use group by customer ID and customer name. So group by customer ID, comma, customer name, okay? So by here what we did, we have created our CTE. Now this next simple thing is to simply do the filtration, and for that we firstly have to select all the columns from our CTE, okay? So select all from customer revenue, select all from customer revenue, which is our CTE, and then arrange it in descending manner, okay, as well as use the limit 5, right? I hope it's clear. Now let's run it. Okay, there are so many spelling mistakes. One by one, it's only single select, and now there is on O dot on, okay, and then here total revenue, okay, total revenue, spelling mistake, REVENEUE I have written somewhere. Where I have written it? Here, okay. Now let's run it, guys, and see. So here we have our top 5 customer, okay, 260 customer ID, 227, and these are their respective revenues, all right? So now come to our query 2, and in this query there is a top 5 products using CTE, okay? So here the CTE that we have to create is for the products, okay? So the product sale will be the suitable name for the CTE, and in this what will be the columns? We need product ID, product name, okay, and then total sold. How can we decide that they are top 5 products? By seeing their sales, correct? So we have to calculate their sales. And how can we calculate the total sold? So for that, we add all the quantities that have been sold, okay, and these data are available in our products table as well as order details table. All right, and then after creating the CTE, the temporary expression, what we will do, we will simply use the filtration, again the same way we did it in our query number 1. All right, now come to our query 3rd, and in this query we have to rank our customers based on the revenue. So it is very simple query. Here we simply have to create one extra column, okay, other than our customer ID, customer name, and then the total revenue. There will be one extra column, and that column will be named as customer rank. And you all know how to get the rank. So for that, what we will use, we will simply use our dense rank function. Okay, rest of the things will be same, like from which tables we are extracting this data. There will be use of 2 or 3 tables, so we will do the joining. And it is written rank customers by their revenue, means revenue should be customer wise, so we will use the group by. Okay, I hope it's clear. Now come to our query 4th, and in this query we have to basically rank our products by quantity sold. Okay, whatever quantity have been sold, based on that we have to rank our products. So again the same thing, the columns will be our product name, product ID as well, and then total quantity, and after that the last column will be the rank column, product rank column. Okay, and the remaining things will be same, okay, like a general query. So we will use join, we will use group by, as it is asking the products ranking. Okay, so the grouping should be done according to the product ID and product name. Okay, now come to our query number 5th, and in this we have to get the revenue per category. Okay, revenue per category, and this thing we have to do using our CTE. So the CTE should be something where there should be category, where there should be revenue. All right, and then at last what we will do, we will simply arrange our result in descending manner. This is it, or we can arrange it in ascending manner too. So the temporary expression, the temporary result that we want firstly at the first step will be the result where there should be category, okay, and their revenue, respective revenue. All right, so for that what we will write, simply with our revenue and then select our category, use the revenue formula, and then join our required tables and then use the group by category. Okay, I hope it's clear. And at last, in the end, what we will do, we will simply select all the columns from our CTE and then arrange them in ascending or descending manner. Now come to the 6th query, and in this query we have to compare the revenue. So if the revenue is greater than 5,000, we will call it as high revenue. All right, if it is greater than 2,000, medium revenue, else it is a low revenue. All right, so you all know how to use the case. Here simply you will firstly need to select your column. So first column will be customer ID, then the total spend, and you can find the total spend by adding all the amounts of the payment amount column, correct? But this sum should be done for each customer. Okay, that's why we will use group by customer ID. Okay, then we will apply all the cases, whatever conditions we have, and then at last the table name. If there is a need to join it with another table, then we will simply join it. Okay, now come to our query number 7. So here we have to store a procedure so that we can use it again and again whenever it's required. Okay, and the procedure that we need to store is the customer revenue report. So how can we create a procedure that will deliver a customer's revenue report? So revenue report means something where there should be the customer ID, customer related details, okay, like customer ID, customer name, and then their respective revenues. All right, so basically we have to store a query, a code that will give us this result. So result is something where there is customer ID, in second column customer name, and in third column the total revenue generated by each customer, okay, given by each customer. So we want to store that code that will deliver this result. All right, and for that we firstly have to write create procedure. To create any stored procedure, we have to write create procedure, the name of our procedure, and then we will write begin, and then start selecting our respective columns, how the table should look like at the end. We have to write all the codes accordingly, and then we will simply end our procedure code. Okay, and this is it. And whenever there is a need to call this same procedure, same code again and again, we can easily call it. Okay, so let's run this firstly so that we can see how calling will be done. So let's run this query. All right, now let's call this procedure, and let's copy this and write here call. Okay, now select it and simply run it. So here you can see that in the result you have customer ID, customer name, total revenue. No need to write again and again the same lengthy code. Okay, so these are our today's query. that you have to do. Try to do it on your own without seeing the screen. Whenever you find any difficulty, then definitely you can take the reference, but please try to do it on your own. Okay, and submit your work via submission form. See you tomorrow, and tomorrow is our last day. So many congratulations to all of you. See you tomorrow. Take care and submit your submission via submission form. Take care, guys. Bye bye.